Here's what it takes to feed 6 kids. And
that's from the Daily Mail. Don't know where the guy's original video is, but don't care. Don't want to stitch him because it would probably just be an argument. But this is what it takes to feed 6 kids at Trader Joe's. You got 6 kids. You don't have the money to go to Trader Joe's and buy your food. You don't. You don't have that kind of money. A lot of people in this country don't. Maybe you did at one point, but if you didn't hear, with the way the economy is going, the middle class is not the middle class anymore. You guys have now been dumped down to where the below middle class are. That's where you're at now. So you're going to start losing things. Like if you guys took trips yearly or multiple trips in a year, be expecting you won't be taking trips anymore. You're not doing that stuff. You like theme parks? Those are too expensive for you now because you got to buy things like food, and it's going to eat up most of your budget. You like going to work in a car? There goes your budget for gas, because most people, like this guy complaining about 6 kids at Trader Joe's, yeah, you're probably driving a giant SUV. So say goodbye to your gas budget. Like, people don't get it. It isn't getting any better. It's getting worse. The middle class are starting to feel the effects now of what it's like to have stuff bumped down. And if you thought you were middle class before, if you had 6 kids, you driving a minivan, or not a minivan, driving an SUV and not a minivan, you weren't poor. That, or you had some pretty poor money management. Now, granted, that's California. Everybody rags on California. California's more expensive and stuff, but there are people who still make it in California. But again, 6 kids going to Trader Joe's to grocery shopping in California, yeah, no. Get ready for your economic shift, because it's coming and you're going down. Nobody's got any sympathy for this guy. I do understand what the shock is. I know more recently on here, people have been on my videos complaining about how I'm having sympathy for people for things that I shouldn't, but I can still say people deserve consequences for their actions while still sympathizing with their plight, understanding how difficult it is. For a lot of people, if they haven't experienced it already, this is going to be kind of a culture shock. If you were once middle class and you're $100,000, I'm going to say $100,000 a year, it's a little bit more than that. I think middle class starts like 125 or so, but if you were making $100,000 a year, and that was enough to let you shop for your 6 kids, get food at Trader Joe's, and then all of a sudden it's not anymore, and everything else get more expensive, maybe you're starting to see why everybody has to shop at Walmart, because that's where it's at. And we know Walmart's transitioning because Walmart has their Better Goods now. If you guys didn't know that, Better Goods is the new Great Value. Why are they doing that? To compete with Target for the Good and Gather, because Walmart knew they could not get middle-class buyers to buy Great Value. It was embarrassing. So they're shifting what they're doing. So if you're seeing less and less Great Value in your Walmarts, it's because Walmart doesn't care about the poor anymore. They're after the middle class now, because the middle class is the new poor in the United States. So welcome to the U.S. 2024. Hopefully we get Harris in and we can get some stuff improved, but we're going to need Congress to get their act together pretty quickly as well. So anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Have you noticed the bite of this? How do you feel about that guy? And what do you think?